How is Christine Sinclair?
Yeah, we're waiting this afternoon for the MRI, get the results back this afternoon. She's hobbling around this morning. Fingers crossed. I mean, it looked pretty bad, and she said she had a pop when she came off the field, but fingers crossed it's not so bad. I said, how you feeling? When she goes, I'll be ready for the weekend. Well, that's typical Sink, forever the optimist, and I wish she was ready for the weekend, but I would doubt it, and I guess the MRI will show what we need to see this afternoon, and we'll have we can give you more information probably tomorrow.
So you really, at this point, you really don't know her availability, whether she's even able to come back?
I mean, I would doubt it for the weekend based on the way she was hobbling around this morning, but stranger things have happened, so we're going to push on until we get the MRI results, and if it's positive at least, then there's no fractures and things like that, then we'll go from there and keep pushing forward.
The team obviously looked pretty upset at the end of last game. Is there still a sense of any hope for the playoffs, or is it kind of...
Well, I think I told the players it's more important than hope is you've got to put on a performance for 21,000 people on Sunday, whether we're in it, whether we're not, whether we're, this is our cup final for us. It's our game at home. There's 21,000 people here. The crowd have been amazing all season with the group, and the spirit on the team has been really good. That's why I think they were so devastated. The amount of chances we had in the second half. I think it just, you look back at the game and think, how on earth did you not get anything out of the game? But we got back on the flight, we got home back here, and now everybody's raring to go again. And I think they realise how important it is to the club and to the fans to get a result on Sunday. And whatever it means, we don't know what it's going to mean, but we need to finish strong. And whatever the good Lord up there's got for us in the next 10 days, then we'll find out.
Playing on the road has been kind of a problem for this team this year and part of last year. And you guys still have one more road game, which may or may not count for something. What do you think has been the biggest issues on the road?
I don't know, to be honest with you. I mean, we tried different ways when we fly out. The Timbers, me and Caleb have talked about it too, and what's good, what works, what doesn't work, and the result we got at Western York, we went on a red eye. All the other ones we don't go on a red eye, we go on a regular flight. So we've tried everything, and us and the Timbers do the same kind of situation on the road. And I think sometimes it's not easy to win on the road in MLS or the NWSL, but I think that we've been a bit unlucky on the road. I think at home, I think maybe there's we just seem to have a little bit more energy and a little bit more fight in us than we do on the road, and something we have to change. I mean, we said at the beginning of the season that we wanted to change the road results, and the one place that we've won that this year, we have to go back in terms of getting a result, and we won there last year too. So I think it's a place where we're comfortable playing, and we just have to improve the away record, no question. But right now our thoughts are just on Washington at home and getting the job done for the crowd and for the fans.
Looking at Washington at home, it's going to be the second sellout of the season, a tie obviously the NWSL record with your last sellout. What do you think it is about, I think I've asked this before, but why do you think Portland's unique, and do you think there's other cities that could be like a Portland in the NWSL?
No, I love to think they can, and I think everybody's tried in the league to improve their crowd, and obviously there's been some good improvements all around due to the World Cup boost, and I think just people in trying to improve minimum requirements, which obviously we have to do. But here it's an anomaly. I mean, I think the fan base for the Timbers is so crazy and so unique in this country, even on the men's side, that I think that's led into the women's crowd being so unique and so into the game and just singing. And I mean, you don't get this. You go to Barcelona, Real Madrid, Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea, Man City, you won't get what you get here. And everybody that comes, they said, "Oh, well, I saw on TV." But it's not the same as being here. So I think that atmosphere, once you come once, I've met a lot of people on flights, when we've been on flights, giving them tickets to come to the games, and they've been like, God, I never thought it would be like this. And they're absolutely true fans after they've been here. And I think we got a lot of true fans, and I think that the fan base is even bigger. We've got a lot of big names, and sometimes that hurts you because they're not available all the time, but we have a lot of big names that people want to see, people they identify with. And you have people like Rachel who've been around the block and around Portland since day one, and then you have the new players that have come in like Jodie Taylor, and AO and people like that, who everyone's dying to watch. So I think we've got a really good blend. It's just a matter of getting everybody here all the time, and that's been the tricky part for us this season.
What do you think of having the NWSL Championship, the decision to have it here?
I think it's a great decision. I mean, I think, if you're going to have playoffs, I'm not a huge fan of having playoffs. I think the league is the league, and if you win the league, you win the league. But I'm European based, so that would probably be why I think like that. If you're going to have playoffs, I think it should be announced at the beginning of the season. It should be in the one location, whether it be Portland, whether it be Houston. I think they're probably only the two viable places right now due to the stadiums the teams have in the league. But I think if you can pick one of those two out, why not? And I think the problem with the other places, more so than here. I think that our crowd will still come out and support whoever's in the final, or at least support the game. I think it's different in other places. I'm not sure they will support the game as well as they will here. So I think it's a great decision, first time out, to do it here. I mean, if it could be here every year, it would be great too, because I think it's just a fantastic place. And you know, if you'll never get atmosphere like here, no matter what, no matter where you go. And the Riveters have been right behind the team all season. I'm not sure they'll be behind anybody if we don't make the final, but I'm sure they'll come to the game. Whether they'll support anybody just depends, you know, who's in the final, I guess.
And then